pretty incredible. If people don't know what hypnosis is, definitely research about it, because it's such an incredible offering that you're doing for us, you know, because it'll help us with our confidence to be able to um, get our voices out there and to be able to talk about the things that really are important to us without feeling nervous. Because I get nervous, and I'm so
Yeah, yeah, it's such an amazing part of like healing modality, right?
mm,
There's a lot of things like performance per se, and we don't notice, right? We don't see that we're not performing in our best possible way. So this kind of like it makes you more aware, if
mm,
that makes sense. You know, this isn't about controlling your mind or
yeah.
doing something. It's more about understanding your self-awareness and seeing like the things that you can like enhance, that you can make a better choices for. You know, I mean, I myself, I have those blocks and beliefs, and I don't even notice them sometimes. And when am aware of them, you're like, oh, I did that. Now I can change it. And this is
Self-sabotage.
yes, yes, we do it. As a human being, we all do it because of the influences, outside influences in our lives and social society, and you know, just everything around us causes us to be that type of person. It's part of human being, being a human being. But thank you everybody for coming. Hello, good morning.
Here. Melissa, I wanted to make sure that you don't have a Facebook window open, because the little beeping from Messenger happens. So just, I don't know if
Oh no, that's people coming in. I get a beep when people come in.
Good
Yeah.
morning, Yara. Good morning, Teresa. Thanks for coming, Tina, Lauren. And ladies, this is Rachel. She's going to be coming in. She's waiting for her kit, and she says yes to do the business with us too. So we're just rolling out the red carpet for her so she can have a magic carpet ride. And she is um, I can't wait for everyone to meet her personally. And then she does beautiful magic work too. So we're just luckies.
Yes, welcome, welcome. Welcome to this amazing team. I'm not quite sure exactly who else is coming because I didn't get a lot on the thing. So, well, we're already 4 minutes into it. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started. First, you don't know me just yet. My name is Melissa Patterson, and I am a maternal health practitioner. I help moms reprogram their mindset to have a easier pregnancy. I also help with nutrition and getting the body where it needs to be. I'm a first-time author to a upcoming book called Decoding Baby Blues and Postpartum Struggles. And I'm so blessed to be able to offer this to all brand partners who's willing to say yes to our call. Somebody else is in. I think we've got more people coming in here, but that's okay. Um, I have been doing this type of work for a few years now. I was part of I was in the medical field for quite some time. I was a cardiovascular sonographer, and where I learned and studied the anatomy of the human body. So I understood exactly what our physical being looks like and how it works. And then I went back to school to learn behavioral health and to truly put the alignment between our mind and our physical body. So I am so, so happy that you guys are here. And thank you everyone who came last month to be here as well. So I'm going to prep Rachel as the new comer who's coming in, but right now we're gonna be going over a follow-up, and this is what's gonna happen every month now, where we do a follow-up after the hypnosis, which is why we decided to do this every month. So for those of you who are new, I encourage you to just kind of sit back and observe what's going on and participate
Okay,
when
Papa.
and then in the first 30 minutes, we're just going to do a follow-up with the ones that were here last month. There's more people coming in, so I'm just going to give it a second here. So for now, I would like for everybody on this call to grab your journal. We did this last month. We had a journal and we went over a scale of symptoms and emotions. And this is what you're going to be doing, Rachel, as well. But right now, I just want you to just kind of listen in and just see what to expect. And so we can prepare you for the actual subconscious activation. So we're going to go ahead and review our our symptoms and emotions scale. And if you could all, for those who were here last month, to go ahead and scale what you're feeling at that moment today. And then obviously, I encourage you to jot down a brief description, if you may, to just kind of help you a little bit more. So Rachel, I'm going to go ahead and prep you for this. It's a symptom and emotion scale. So you're going to scale your emotions and symptoms from 1 to 10, 10 being the highest. And I ask people to do this on a journal because you're going to be using this journal throughout this process. So I ask people to write down whatever they experience, challenges or wins, to just write it down because it really, really helps your mind to see and visualize what's happening. So if you're struggling with something and then you overcame it, that's a win for you, and it really helps your confidence and self-esteem even more. So I'm going to go ahead and ask you to scale, and then you can have a little brief description next to it if you'd like, but I'm going to tell you each of the emotions and symptoms. So if you could please scale from 1 to 10 your energy. And then motivation. Concentration. Self-love. Positive thoughts. Lovable. Excuse me. Inner peace. Control my thoughts. Negative emotions. True to myself. and I am enough. Good morning, Bethany. Just to let you know what we're doing over here, if you could please bring out your journal from our call from last month where we scaled our symptoms and emotions. Good morning, Marianne.
Good morning.
Were you here last month? No.
Yes.
Yes, you were. Okay, if you could please take out your journal. I'm just going over the scale and symptoms emotions scale that we did in the beginning, and I would like you to scale those emotions once again. If you didn't write down, I can go over them again.
Okay.
Bethany, did you need me to re-say it? No? Okay. So right now, I asked for those who were here last month, I do have this chart and a scale to show you what it looks like on this scale. So if somebody wants to share theirs and kind of share also their experience since the first activation call. Or I'm gonna have to pick somebody.
I will. I'll share so you don't have to pick somebody.
Okay.
I can't find my journal from where I wrote down my initial scale. So I wrote these down that you just said right now.
Mhm.
And I think I already shared a week or so ago that I wasn't really doing it consistently in the beginning. I couldn't fit it into my schedule. I wasn't making time. It just like didn't work out. And I maybe did it 4 or 5 times and fell asleep within the first 2 minutes. Like I never heard any of the words at all. It was like, take that second deep breath and then I was sleeping. Um, which is typical of me anyway, but I'm definitely feeling some clarity. I'm feeling like, gosh, I don't know really the word to describe, but I'm feeling really conscious. I'm feeling hyper conscious, I guess is what I would say. When I look out at the light outside the window, it looks brighter than it did before. I'm feeling really confident in my own body and really grounded in myself. And I'm noticing how that's unfolding in my life is just allowing my lessons to come really clearly. Like the interactions that I'm having with people are what I've been thinking about where I need personal development, if that is clear and just like very, very clear. So it's like none of my interactions are feeling wasted. Like I've never been much of a chit chat kind of gal. That seems just like a total waste of time. And I have people that are actually presenting themselves and saying, like, well, like you're too serious. Like I just want to like be friends and hang out and do nothing. And I'm like, oh, I hate doing that kind of stuff. That is not what I'm here for at all. And not feeling in myself like, oh no, I'm doing it wrong on any level. So just really, I think I'm feeling really powerful and really consciously on my path is how I would describe most overall. And then Ron is listening to the hypnosis on accident because of course we sleep right next to each other. And so it's amazing what is happening to him. I can't even tell you. And he's not aware of it or conscious of it. He's really growing. He's like he's really a dreamer And he talks all the time about where he's headed in his life and like, and then we could, and he's got all these amazing dreams and he builds all kinds of cool stuff. So he's talking about like, then we'll build this big passive solar auditorium and all kinds of crazy stuff. But all of the things are actually coming into focus. And he's like, okay, this is it. I'm going to remodel this hot tub. And he like went over there and he tore out the whole hot tub and he did it. And it's not typical Ron at all. So it's working. It's definitely working here, even if you're not conscious of it. It's creating some forward motion and conscious, wonderful strength in my world. I appreciate it so much. I'm so grateful, Melissa.
Wow, thank you for sharing that. And, you know, Ron's probably going to make it to Diamond Club here soon too, and he's going to be crowned.
He said something about like, yeah, you're gonna be a diamond and you're drawing all these 7-figure earners and all this. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, the hypnosis. Like, don't you listen to the words? I was like, no, I'm asleep before any of them even come in.
You know, that's the best part about it is that's why it's called subconscious activation. I fall asleep after like going down step 2. You know, I don't even know what's happening, but the best part about that is it's supposed to speak to your subconscious mind. And when your subconscious mind is awake is when you're actually asleep, right? It helps that conscious mind to be kind of quiet because that's the loud mind. So we have 2 minds, you know, we have our loud mind and we have like a little shy mind, which is our subconscious. And subconscious usually doesn't, it's your understanding of everything in your awareness, and it doesn't come out because our conscious mind is so loud that it just kind of brings that down. So when whatever our conscious mind says, oh, that's scary, the subconscious mind is hard to really pull out until you put power to that. And that's what we're doing. We're putting power to your subconscious mind. So when this part of your mind is saying something, then this goes back up and say, no, this is exactly what it is. And this is who I am. So it's absolutely perfectly fine when you sleep with it. You know, and then also Kimberly has actually made it where she does sleep with it, but then throughout today, she's kind of skipped the reduction where you fall asleep, and she uses it to motivate herself as a meditation to go throughout the day. So she skips the whole entire like falling asleep portion. So thank you so much. That's a wonderful share, and I absolutely love that. And tell Ron thank you. I'm glad that it's empowering him to do all kinds of things. Go him. Kimberly, would you like to share your chart? And I want to share my screen so we can see visually where you have been, if you don't mind.
Sure. Well, last time, my inner peace was 8. My control or thoughts were 7. The negative emotions 1 to 2. So maybe
Well,
I didn't understand that. Rational negative emotions is what I wrote.
irrational.
Oh,
Irrationality.
1 to 2.
Okay.
So that's not high. Am I true to myself is a 10, I said. My energy feels 10. I feel so blessed. Motivation was 8. Self-love, compassion was 10. Positive things, 10. Lovable was 10 to 9. I like to be positive. So today is
What's your concentration in I am enough?
8.
8 to both?
It was, yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to share my screen so you can see what I'm doing.
I have ADHD, so I'm actually excited about all this stuff because if it helps any of that, woo, woohoo.
It really does. I work with a lot of people with anxiety and ADHD, and the hypnosis really truly helps them understand like the breathing and relaxing their mind, and it helps them actually go to sleep. So, so go ahead, Kimberly, let's go to the energy.
For today or last?
Yes, for today.
Is 8.
Okay.
Motivation is 8.
Okay.
Concentration is 7.
Okay.
Self-love is 9.
Okay.
Inner peace is 10. And then
Lovable.
the control, or what was the next?
Lovable.
Um,
9.
I thought, so I had inner peace, control things. What was after inner peace?
Irrational and control my thoughts.
Is 8. Negative emotions is 7.
True to yourself, and then I am enough, and
Is
then lovable.
I am enough is 8, and lovable is 10.
And true to yourself is 10.
Yes.
Okay. So your energy went down from last month?
Are you asking a question?
Yes.
I mean, maybe, maybe a little bit.
Okay.
I
Okay.
haven't gotten to take care of myself like I did last month, but we've been doing really good things. So yeah, just not having the type of
It could be with everything that's going on with the energies in the universal energies, you know, because like with like the retrogrades and the solar activity, we got a lot of solar flares happening. I believe that may have be able to affect us in certain ways.
We've
That's
also
why.
been really busy the last month, the end of the last month and the beginning of this month. So we've just been working every day. But so just to show you, like this is before the program, which is the blue, and then the green is with the subconscious call. So you stayed pretty much the same, except your energy was higher, and then your concentration went lower. But throughout, your negative emotions jumped up high, really, really high here, which is a good thing. Inner peace went up high. This is your positive thoughts and
So
lovable.
when we rate the negative emotions from 1 to 10, is it like negative emotions? If we give it like a 7, that means there's not many negative emotions, or does that mean that there's a lot? Which are we rating this?
So the 10 being the highest, so like you don't have it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
So
I think
I
it was
think
last
Right.
month I think I would have, I thought 1 was like a low, like they're not very high.
yeah, that's what I would think. So like at a 1, would mean like not many negative emotions, and a 10 would be like a lot of negative emotions. You know what I mean?
I think I'm the same. I think I would give myself the same. I went through a burst of sadness last month for a minute, but I've got myself on track. Now I'm really happy. It's all as well. Better than ever.
okay. So
So
maybe I should explain that a little bit. That makes sense. So
yeah.
did you guys do the same thing with everything else?
Yeah. So like lovable, I feel like from 1 to 10, lovable would be like a low score, like you don't love yourself enough. High would be like I love myself, 10. You know what I mean?
Right. And so if the negative emotions, that's the same way. Like if you have negative emotions, then you would put it at the 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's how it was. And then negative emotions, I have them and it's gonna be obviously in a lower score.
Yeah. So I think you could put that 7 as a 2. I think I just didn't understand.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, thank you. And did you want to share like what you've experienced and how you've used this tool for yourself?
I just think it's the most empowering. Like we're on all these calls for getting leadership training and all this stuff, and every piece of this work that has been crafted with the deepest intention is literally the most important leadership training that you could ever ask for. Like 7 minutes in, once 7 minutes on, the things that are being said, to know that the subconscious is getting patterned in that way, and even to hear what it is. I mean, I remember the first time listening to it, like I came out of it with just like smiling, and I was just like, oh my God. And then I've gone to, like, I'll go take care of myself at the water and in the caves, and I listen to it there. I'll listen to it like 3 times when I'm there, and just to know what these, to feel it, like I can feel that this is what we're doing. And I've said that I also want to write it all out and just be listening to it, and then have that be the writing that I do every day. Still, I haven't gotten to do that yet, but that's my plan for it, is to really write every sentence out myself and like have it patterned in my mindset, so that it is literally the smartest thing that we could ever have. And it's formulated for building this business, and it's so lovely and it's working. I mean, here we are, we have Rachel here. Tamara's coming in soon. I just talked to another girl who's a total like intuitive, psychic, all of it. I mean, I'm calling in all the kinds of people that I would be head over heels to get to love this lifetime, to get to witness, be so empowered for themselves. And they're the perfect people to come into this, to this team. And so anyone that gets to have it, and then to know that this is hundreds and hundreds of dollars worth of free training that Melissa is offering, and that I have a plan for the next thing that's going to happen for this gift that you're giving us. And it's a miracle. And I have to just let go of my sadness that there isn't more people here. There's a couple that obviously can't do it, but then there's some that are just like not even participating at all. And that is a part that is hard for me. And so I have to get over that, because to know that this could be like free training, and the people that aren't here, like they need it the most. So I'm just super grateful for everyone that is showing up for themselves, and it's for your business. And we want to help people, and we want to attract the right people in. And this is such a powerful way to do it without even having to, you know,
Do anything.
Yeah, try hard. You don't have to try hard. You let your mind, work itself. So thank you so much for that share. Barry had her hand up. Would you like to share, Barry? If you are speaking.
Yes. Yes, sorry, I had to find that mute button. First of all, I wanted to thank you and everybody. And there are just some interesting reflections here. I was kind of speaking metaphors a little bit like Dr. Seuss, but this gift that you're providing for us for the team is, so it's individual and team effect. It's like our formula biomedic, because in that it comes in and it's like cleaning a fish tank in a way, or a gut, if you want to. First we got to get the old water out, and then we got to kind of clean the sides a little bit, and get some of the other stuff out. So then but at the same time filling it with the goodness of what we're doing and our thoughts and so on and so forth. So it's a really interesting sort of similarity or metaphor of this opportunity, because one of the things I noticed, being a little bit older and having accumulated a little bit more in my fish tank, so to speak, that some of it, I will be doing more of it, but it's effective, and it brings this kind of unique kind of calm of inner peace and confidence that you weren't really expecting. It's kind of like somebody put a little flotation device under me for a second on some of the things. And it's really important to stay with it, because then you can, I also get to see sort of collectively some things comfortably, healthfully, holistically in the past and the present and the future. You get this wider clarity is what is so important, and really something to talk about, because you get this almost kind of this 360 panorama of things. But what I will want more of from you is to not get pushed off that balance beam, or that kind of ball, by other perspectives and other winds that might be coming by you. So it's a really, really great thing. I see it in Kimberly. I see peaceful confidence in Miss Tina, talking to her, and myself. Sometimes I go, what is that sensation or that feeling? And the other day, and the other part I want to just touch on is the collective part of this team effect, because all of us are in this stream, this bandwidth of what we're doing. And so somebody might be dragging along a little bit, it's not as easy, or they've got more on their fish tank or what have you. And we get to be in that big pool, in that sort of karmic pool that we all get to bathe in. And so when we come together here and we get to use this, the work that Yarrow is doing is affecting her husband. The two of them as a unit are like a big microwave, so to speak, a healthy one, to be lifting this whole vibration where we can all continue to benefit it. So put in what you can so that you can, receive. It doesn't mean that if you can't put all in, you can't get back, because this is just a beautiful opportunity. So I hope that makes some sense. Sometimes I go off on a stream of consciousness, but I just want to thank you for that.
Thank you so much, Barry, for sharing that. And you're absolutely right. It is, we were talking about it earlier. This is just, enhancing your self-awareness. And it, as I was saying, like your conscious mind and your subconscious mind, and now your subconscious mind is going, hey, this is happening. And you're like, wow, what is that? And you're like, wow, I did that. That's amazing. So, this is just what that is. It's just an awareness of knowing everything. And, we talk about nutrition, and that helps us in a cellular level, and knowing like what's happening in our body and what is needed. And now we're so aware of like, oh, that food makes me feel this way, right? Oh, that drink makes me feel this way. I don't want that anymore. And it's the same thing that we're doing with our subconscious mind. We're just telling our subconscious mind to, where is it that doesn't serve us? And where is it that's actually working for us? And the more you see what's working for you, and the more you're aware of all the positivity in your life, the more you want to just keep going and going. Just to like the superfoods, right? The more we want that food, we want that drink, we want that, we can't go without it. And that's the same thing. The more your subconscious mind keeps like being louder and more powerful, the more you're just going to start noticing all the positive things in your life. So I truly appreciate it. And I would like another share, if anybody would like to share their experience. Teresa, thank you.
Okay, yes. Well, I think we all can see that I've been going live all by myself. It's so funny how the universe worked on me last week and this hypnosis, because I had 3 lives scheduled and all 3 of them couldn't make it. And it was like, well, all right, I know what this means. It's not like, why is this happening to me? It's like, I know why this is happening to me. Get your butt on there. And so I literally would just have these moments where I would just be like, I feel like I should just go live right now and just talk about whatever, I decided to talk about that day. I just felt led and I just did it. And I didn't invite anybody on or anything. I just jumped on, and I was like so scared before of it. And it's like, I have not been consistent doing it every single day, but I do for the most part, since Kimberly suggested me listening to it in the daytime, like while I'm cleaning on my other business all day. And that's what I've been doing. I've kind of skipped the beginning of it, and I just listen while I'm cleaning, listen to your voice, listen to those words that I am confident and all of those words. And they're definitely making me feel more confident. And I'm definitely not caring and not having to fear about getting on live anymore. Yesterday, I felt like I didn't really have a topic when I jumped on, but I was like, I have this really busy day going, like with my other business physically and all of that. And I was like, let me just jump on and do it real quick so that later on I can go into my office and do my uploads and stuff like that. And so, yeah, thank you. It is such a blessing. I'm so grateful for it. And I definitely, it's in my awareness every single day. And your sweet little voice definitely is also very, very, it's a very positive catalyst. And I
Thank you.
love you. Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I thank everybody for wanting to share. And Jenna, I'll have you hop on, and then Ali, I see you. Thank you so much for coming out there and really wanting to share, because I am recording this and I want others who haven't done it. It would be a great way for them to really listen to how this is truly affecting our lives day by day. Every day there's somebody that's telling me something new, and it's just been such a blessing to hear and witness all the new things that everyone's really experiencing, where it probably would have taken you months or even a year to actually do, and you're just doing it within that seconds. Your mind's like, nope, let's do it. And I love that, because we're really truly empowering that subconscious mind. So I'm gonna allow Jenna to share, and then Ali, you may hop on after she's done.
I'm just going to actually, if Ali wants to go first, because I'm just going to get my kids a snack and then I will be free or freer to share. Thank you.
Okay. I'm just so excited. I don't know what day we were on, but I just remember seeing Megan going live on this challenge, and I was like, I'm in. I read something, I don't even know what, and I just went live, and I thought, I'm going live every day, which is something I would have not done before. Like, I needed someone to be there with, or I wouldn't talk, or I wouldn't know what to say. I'm good at talking one-on-one in person. Like when I'm out, I'm so fluent and whatever. But when I am on a Zoom call, or if I go live on Facebook, I just like, I don't know. No, I feel judged is what happens. And because people are staring at you, it's not the same. And so I had all those blogs, and like I said, one day I just was like, okay, I'm just gonna do it. I don't care anymore. I've been saying all these things to myself all my life, so who cares if someone else says it now? I mean, what? It's not gonna hurt me, because I've been hurting myself forever. So I'm not gonna hurt myself anymore, and I'm not gonna let anybody hurt myself anymore, because I'm done. And obviously we still have challenges, and I still go like, oh, I didn't like how I looked that day, or I didn't speak the right words. I'll do it better, but that's okay. I mean, I'm doing it, and I'm so thankful that we started all of this, and that Nelisa came, because I was just like praying for someone. I was basically praying for her without knowing, right? And I think that Alan is also feeling it. He's not listening with me, but I see him more calm. I was actually gonna post a video of him yesterday in the car. He lost it. He was like having a meltdown, and he does this, and he hits himself. before he punched himself, but now he's just like, no, no, no. He was pointing at the store. He wanted to go grab a cookie, and I said, I can't turn around right now. You need to wait. And I quickly switched music. I started speaking, and this came unconsciously. I started speaking like Nelisa on the on the hypnosis, and I say, hey, I am calm and I'm okay. I'm gonna get my cookie in a minute. Oh my God, I just was like blown away, because seriously, it didn't took longer than a minute. He was calm and he was fine and he did it. And I was just like, oh my God, this is what I needed all my life, because whenever he got a meltdown, I would just immediately feel the anxiety and just couldn't help him, because I would just feel like, oh no, I gotta get the cookie, or he's gonna flip out, or he's gonna punch himself, or he's gonna hit me from the back. These things were happening, and now seriously, it was just like, I was almost crying yesterday in the car, and I'll post that video later. It was, wow. I'm so thankful.
Wow, that's so beautiful. And Yarrow shared that her husband listens to it and he's just on point now. And so, it's really good if you want to have it playing while Alan is with you, and you can see, you will be able to see a difference in him. And I love that story. Thank you for sharing that. And then Lauren, you'll be our last, and then we'll get started, because I know Rachel's excited to get this going. So I'll let you go ahead and share and we'll get started.
I believe Jenna had to go still too, right? Okay, mine will be quick. I just wanted to say that last time, okay, where am I? So last time, like my numbers were like sixes and all sixes, and I was actually like in a funk. I think it was the Mercury in retrograde, and like I don't even know, because I was like, this isn't normal. And so it's really, so I've gone up a lot. I couldn't focus, I had no motivation, like tired. And I just want to say that now I am in my ability to act. It's like that was really, I was struggling with that. And say for example, like I am having really great conversations with potential soulmate brand partners, which I just feel that they are, like I can feel it. And it takes a lot more time, and because it's real, and dedication and presence. And I take notes because there's this one person, we send like 10 voice messages to each other in a row, and then we respond to each individual thing that the person said. And it's like really fun, and getting to know each other, and it's just everything's just coming into place. But say I don't have my notebook on me where I take my notes. Like typically I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna go listen to all the messages first, because I just am excited. So I'll go and listen to the 10 messages, and then like I'll be like, okay, now I need to go back and take notes. And then I like put it on the back burner, because like I had already listened, and like that's like what I would do. And then my follow-up times would be a lot longer, and I'm like, oh, I know I need to follow up with people, and I'm like just not doing it. So, and I feel like that's really important, is a follow-up. So my follow-ups have gotten significantly shorter in time, and I've been able to like stick to getting my notebook and taking the notes at the beginning, because otherwise like I put it on the back burner. And so that's one thing. And what else was I gonna say? Well, I don't remember. I do remember, I'm just not remembering at this moment. And that's like one of my main things. So I'm really, really excited about it. It's like, yes. So thank you.
Thank you for the share, Lauren. You are doing absolutely amazing. And again, I just love hearing everybody just flourish and thrive. And it's only been 2 weeks, honestly. So it's you guys have really accomplished so much in the last 2 weeks. And I can't wait to see more in the next 2 weeks, in the next month. And, and I truly believe everybody in this call will make it to Diamond Club. Jenna, go ahead and share, and then we'll get started.
Thank you. I'm just going to share briefly, but everything that everyone has shared this morning has touched on something that's on my heart. And I felt like in the beginning of trying to listen at night, I was like, this is not what I'm hoping for. But then, like you said, it's the subconscious. And I love that you said that it's actually easier to tap into our subconscious when our conscious is sleeping. And I have recognized I've been through so many really hard seasons. When I found Kimberly, I felt like, wow, this is the tribe I've been praying for. And then just to say that I feel as though the collective of what we're doing here has carried me through. I thought that I had been through my hardest seasons, and I should have known that when I was going to dive deeper, that more would come up. And I'm just really, Lincoln, wait a minute, please. Okay. I'm just really acknowledging myself and how this is carrying me through like literally one of the hardest times of my life. And it's carrying me through in a subconscious way, in a way that I can't even express, I can't even put words to, but I also know that like that's where my inner peace comes from, is knowing that the work that I've put in and the work that I keep putting in is paying off, even if situations aren't getting better, or like and they are getting better. It's just like what I'm experiencing at this moment is like yeah, I don't know how else to say, except what keeps coming to me lately is like it's the image of a tree, and how the root system of the tree is actually a reflection of the tree above ground, and we can't have one without the other. And anyway, so I just like wanted to share that everyone's sharing and everyone's work here is literally carrying people through on a subconscious level that we may not even be able to acknowledge. And I'm so grateful for it. So that's all I'm going to say. Thank you.
Jenna, we love you, and thank you so much for sharing that. It is a tool that, like I said, it's my gift to you, and it's for you to use however you want. And somebody buys you a vacuum for as a gift, you use it as a tool to clean your house. And so you can use it however you want. A lot of people don't vacuum the same way, right? So it is a tool that you need to use for your own need, for your own personal desires and needs. So I thank you so much, and I appreciate everybody sharing and being out there and just being vulnerable. And so I'm going to go ahead and prepare Rachel first so she understands what's happening and how we can do this. So again, with the scale, the symptoms and emotions scale, that's for you as well. So you know where you were in the beginning and then where you are as you progress. So just make sure that you kind of have that on the side. And then the journaling is really, really, really important. As I say, I know we don't have to do it every day, but it is good for you to always go back and see your progress. And why I like doing these follow-ups is because you hear yourself. And when you hear yourself, again, words are the most powerful thing besides your mind. And so when you hear yourself experiencing these things or the struggles that you were experiencing and then overcoming it, it's really, really good to visualize that and seeing it in your journal. So again, journaling is not for me, it is for you. It's also another tool to also help release some of that emotional burden that you're experiencing. Again, I just encourage everybody to jot down simple little things. You don't have to write long letters to yourself or saying dear, whatever, and have, this long message to yourself. Just jot down like, hey man, today I felt really like, Ali shared with me a week ago that the first week she experienced nauseousness and vomiting after she had listened to the hypnosis, and she was listening it twice a day, and then after a week she felt like she needed to vomit, and she asked me about it, and then it is one of the symptoms. She was releasing all of these emotions that she's been holding on to for God knows how many years, and she said she felt so much better after she released that and allowed that to detoxify out of her body, right? And again, that's what we're talking about, is that we detoxify our body with our foods, and then we're also doing that with our minds. So journaling is a really, really important piece to really help you with this process, and to really see like where you are and where you are going to be and what things you've overcome. Um, Rachel, for the audio, I'm going to give you an audio where you're going to, what everyone's been talking about listening to. I suggest everyone first listens to it right before bed, and it's okay to fall asleep, because that's what we want to do. We want to fall asleep. So even though you think you're not hearing it, you are definitely hearing it, and it's really reprogramming that mind. And everyone has shared beautifully how they've used this as a tool, and sometimes use it and listen to it throughout the day and skip that reduction portion. And I think Kimberly said 7 minutes into it, you can pass through that, and then you can just use it as a meditation or a tool if you're having any, overwhelm or anxiety throughout the day, or just having a challenge. It's really a good tool to just bring yourself back to grounding yourself and being where you need to be. I do want people to continue listening to the audio. After at least for 21 days, listen to it once a day. And then after that, it's up to you if you want to listen to it more or listen to it every so often. I know with my clients, they listen to it for at least 3 months straight, every day. And to this day, I have 3 to 4 years into it, and people are still contacting me, telling me they're still listening to it. So it's such a powerful tool to have. And so again, I'm going to go back into saying, like, next month, we're going to have another accountability call just like this, and we're going to have our shares and see all the wins and all the challenges that we experience within the month. And I just can't wait to hear people's feedback after a month of this. And now going over the hypnosis, I believe that you've experienced hypnosis and you understand it, but in the beginning, I tell people to, it's kind of like, it's obviously like a meditation. It's a guided meditation. And in the beginning, you just follow my guide. And I will tell you to look up as high as you can and put your eyes all the way in the back of your head. And you're going to feel that strain, which is perfectly fine. And then that's going to really help you really tone down into getting down to that reduction. And then just follow my lead, and I'll tell you exactly what to do. For now, if anybody needs to go to the bathroom, I know we've talked a little bit longer than expected, but if you need to go to the bathroom, please do so now. And then everybody get as comfortable as you can, lay back, sit back and enjoy. For those who already have done this, you can stay, or you may go if you don't want to, but this is a new recording that I'll be sending out. So please let me know if you want this new recording. It's going to be a little bit different. I've changed a few things, and I think that this is the last change until then. But I will call in Bethany to pray over us all, and we'll get started.
Can you hear me okay with my headphones on?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello, Grand Rising, everyone. And we just take some nice deep breaths. Blowing it out just nice and slowly. We call upon celestial realms, the angelic beings, planetary guides and protectors, and the ascended ones to bless this hypnosis session, everyone here and all of mankind, and to be present here with us now. We call upon the divine light of love, truth, and harmony to shine in places that need healing and guide our way. We ask for these blessings with great reverence for our mother, the earth, the sky, the moon, the stars, the sun, our Father. May we always remember we are pure consciousness, the essence of life, the source of all things,
Be
the
careful.
source of love. May we find the courage to let go of fear and the pain of past conditioning. Let us walk upon the earth gently as true spiritual warriors, wellness warriors, interdimensional midwives giving birth to our true selves, letting go of separation, evolving beyond limitation, into divine self-expression, thereby assisting into a co-creation of a dawning, light-filled world. And may this session serve us all for our highest good, our highest light, and our highest soul purpose. Let us all receive the perfect amount of wisdom for our highest good. Let us all go forth from this session with the greatest amount of self-love, courage, confidence, and knowingness of our divinity and our sovereignty, to reach all that have eyes to see and ears to hear. Om Shanti.
Thank you, Bethany, for that. I thought I had myself muted. Sorry, I was coughing. I appreciate your beautiful prayer over us and the words that you use. We're going to go ahead and get started here. And I'm going to pause this recording and I'm going to start the audio. Good morning. I'm sorry about the beginning there. My kids always wants to say hello.
I was ready to fall asleep.
Yeah, I saw you and I saw saying hi too, huh? He's like, I want to do what you're doing, Mom.
I felt him, but I couldn't do anything. Then I was like, oh yeah.
It's okay. He was so good because he would just stand over you and look at you and be like, huh, I guess she's sleeping. And he'll walk away. And he'll come back. He'll stare at you and see if you're sleeping, and then he'll walk away. It was so cute and it was funny to watch. And he was like wondering what you were doing.
Yeah. I have a question.
Yes.
Almost at the end, I don't know what you said. I felt grief and anger that I can't talk to my dad because he passed away last December, and I don't remember what you said, but I just felt that way.
Yes. These hypnotherapy, they really do bring out a lot out of us and things that sometimes we don't even know it's there. And it will really, really bring all those emotions back out. And just my advice is to honor them. I do deep work. I do therapy, obviously, and I do psychotherapy and hypnotherapy and cognitive therapy all in one. And that would be something that if it continues to bother you, you would want to seek, therapy, holistic therapy for that. Not necessarily hypnotherapy, but like maybe cognitive therapy might work. Neurological therapy also will be helpful, or just talk therapy. But make sure when you do seek a therapist, they specialize in what it is that your issue is, so they can truly, truly support you. But yes, that's the best part about this, is that it does bring some emotional burdens that your mind is now aware of and saying, hey, you've been holding on to this. Well, it's time to let go. So just honor it, and maybe take a moment with yourself later on, and maybe 10-15 minutes, and just really like meditate on it and think about it, and just feel where it is in your body, and just talk to yourself about it. I do a therapy where you talk to the person even though they're not here, and I can actually do that with you if you want. We're not going to do it right now, but where you have that moment where you speak to that person and really get you to have that moment with whoever it is that you need to speak to, and it truly is powerful.
Thank you.
Yeah. Anyone else? How is everybody? Rachel, how was that for you for the first time?
It was good. I myself, I'm a hypnosis practitioner as well. I offer quantum healing hypnosis by Dolores Cannon. So what we do is we actually use the induction to go through some past lifetimes, and it's actually pretty incredible. And what I've noticed during my sessions is that some people are actually able to speak to their past loved ones,
Mhm.
and they do come through and they are with us. It's pretty incredible once you really like start getting into this work, is like, so our loved ones are actually connected to us, and so we are able to speak to them. And once you get into like a trance state, we can actually have a connection with them, and you can see them and you can talk to them. So it's pretty incredible. It's a very healing type of modality. And so, yeah, I just wanted to let you know on that as well. So I am also acquainted in these modalities, and thank you so much for this. I think it was nice. It was nice to be on the other side of this type of hypnosis. So
Yeah, hypnosis has so many different, like you said, modalities, and I love that because a lot of my colleagues do that, where they go and like seek generational curse and past lives, and speaking to people, and we have that little portion where I do a full deep work where it actually takes 90 minutes to work with somebody, and we go through really going to the root cause. And some people have a person that's not even here anymore, and they have to speak to that person, and it's really powerful when they do. And when they come out of it, they just feel like a burden has been lifted off of them. And so that's probably what came up to you for you, Ali. And just like I said, honor it, take a moment, and really, really feel it where it is. And then if you have to say what you need to say it out loud. And anyone else, for those who have done it? Oh, Kimberly.
Say that was just so beautiful. Again, I love both of them, and I'm excited to share with you what came through, that my next gift for you for doing this for us. And it's so powerful, and to know like what it's bringing in, and for all of us to truly embody all of this. It's everything. And it, like, to be brand new, Rachel, it's like all these things that she was saying, obviously your subconscious got it, but then like once you start doing this work for a while, it's like everything that was said, it's just like jaw dropping to realize like this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. This is what happens. And then to know like it's really, really priceless. So thank you so much, Melissa. It was so perfect and so beautiful, and it was perfect. I love both recordings now. So now we have both. It's going to be amazing. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you guys for coming back and really experiencing this again. It's so much, it's a little bit different when you are live than when just listening to the recording, but both are really important and powerful. So I thank everybody for their time and being here. And thank you, Bethany, for your amazing prayer. And I love you all. And I can't wait to continue watching you and witnessing all your good things that's going to happen. So, I think we are done. I'm gonna